name's Blake here from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the lateral lunge with push-off. For this exercise, all you're really going to need is just your body weight and a little bit of space. If you are looking to make the exercise more challenging, you also can hold a light dumbbell or kettlebell or a sandbag, some kind of load that you would hold anteriorly, like in a goblet position or in a Zercher-based position. But the key thing I want you to understand here is the push-off is the key important piece. So you want to make sure this is kind of explosive, a little bit quick. If it begins to feel slow, then you probably have too much weight if you've added weight to it. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a normal lateral lunge like we would do just a regular lateral lunge, stepping sideways, getting into that position and coming back. What we're going to do now though is as I go into that, I'm going to aggressively get into that lateral lunge and I'm going to aggressively push out. So I'm going to try to work on some change of direction power here as we're going to step here, push, step, push. So I'm not ever technically bringing my leg back up to the ground. I personally like to have my athletes just keep it here so they can fall into it and then work on pushing out of that lateral lunge position. So you can see how if we hold some weight, how that's going to make that drop more aggressive, okay? And I said as we want to push away from that again. So usually this is more of a quote-unquote power-based exercise that I like to use if we're trying to minimize ground contact, but still work on some change of direction, or you're really just trying to get your athletes understanding how to get into and out of cuts and into their back hip once they've got their general lateral lunge mechanics down. This is a great way to introduce that. So therefore I like this anywhere from 3 to 5 sets of about 5 to 6 reps on each side. And then load that up as you need to if you can. But again, the key is to make sure it's incredibly springy and fast and reactive to be able to get the change of direction mechanics and the lateral power output that you're trying to get from the exercise. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks. Have a great day.